Yeah, eat, sleep, fantasy, you rockin' with the best. NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. We talking mock drafts, running backs, better follow the conversation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Eat, Sleep, Fantasy Football Podcast. My name is Dale. Joining me, as always, is Clayton. We have an awesome show for you today, folks. Not only are we live on our Facebook private group, the Eat Nation private group on Facebook. If you're not familiar with that, make sure you check it out. I'm probably most active there, and then number 2 is Twitter, at Eat Sleep FF on Twitter. Clayton, you can follow him everywhere, especially if you're in Canada. You can follow him around because he lives in Alberta. So, Clayton, man, how's it going, buddy?
I'm good. You?
Good. I feel like it's been a while since we recorded. We have not recorded. I don't know if you noticed. You didn't even mention it. I'm a new man.
I'm pretending I'm not looking at. I'm not seeing it.
I know you are. I know you didn't even acknowledge it when we came on.
No, I did not.
If you guys are wondering, if you're not watching it on YouTube, if you're not watching it on YouTube, make sure you are subscribing. Sorry, John was just calling me. Should I put John on the podcast? This is here.
Do we interrupt his podcast?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get on him. I mean, we just went live, and he's
what does he?
What's up, brother?
Hey, John, you are live on our Facebook private group where me and Clayton are doing a podcast, and you interrupted us.
Stop being selfish, John.
What's up, guys?
He said, "Stop being."
How's everybody doing?
We never interrupted you during. Do I ever call you during one of your live streams, John?
Yes. Yes, you do.
All right, I will. I'll give you a call back, buddy. We're going to be done in just a little bit.
All right, peace.
All right. So a couple quick things before we get going. I know everybody's excited to talk some rookie rankings, especially in like redraft and smaller keeper leagues where some of these rookies fall. I think this is going to be a really fun episode to do. A couple things really quick. I've been posting, and I will be posting on social media. So we have some new T-shirts out. It kind of helps the podcast. It gives us like a couple of bucks for every T-shirt you buy. So if you want something cool, you can have it. And dang, I feel like there's a million things. Oh, what? Go ahead.
I like those new ones that you did up. I definitely have to jump on in order for you.
Yeah. I did a couple of different designs. So anyways,
since I just got to interrupt you for one more second here, because you were supposed to send me a couple shirts just the other day, but instead I received this package yesterday in the mail, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" Expected some shirts, and there was like 5 packages of like red vines.
Yeah.
So the wife was so happy because she loves them, and the 2-year-old is obsessed with those rock pops, man.
Oh, is he?
Awesome. He
do you guys
can't get enough of them. I think we do, but I don't know. All the time now he just runs up to the counter now, and he's like, pop.
That's awesome. Good deal. Yeah, I could not fit the shirts. I put too much candy in the box, and I couldn't fit the shirts. So I said, screw the shirts. I'm going to send you some candy because you guys don't have red vines.
A fucking candy hot dog.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Did you eat it?
Awesome. Yeah, it's hard candy, but
it is. That's weird.
It's actually not bad though.
Cool. All right. Also, really quick, Clayton, why don't you talk to everybody about Monkey Knife Fight?
Yeah, everyone's got to jump on this site. It's like pretty much a DFS prop. Pretty much prop bets is what it is. Kind of goes through every sport, over and unders. You could do total points. I prefer the over and unders because there's really, you don't have to put any like research into it really. Right. You know what I mean? If you're a sports fan and you kind of follow these guys, you could kind of figure out what they want to do from game to game and so on and so forth. So I don't know. I would jump on there. I mean, we did partner up with them. Promo code HOTDOG. Yep. And that gives you get in there. And we also got a draw going. If you want to win an NFL jersey, jump on there. First deposit, use promo code HOTDOG.
Yeah. Whatever you deposit, just send me your username, and once you get that, we'll do a big drawing. I don't know, maybe like in a couple weeks. So you still have a couple weeks to do it, and then you pick whatever NFL jersey you want out of the NFL store. So, if you're picked, of course. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Monkey Knife Fight, and use promo code HOTDOG, all one word, HOTDOG. All right, Clayton, let's just jump right into it, man. I know a lot of people already. We have a question on our private group regarding probably the first rookie we're going to talk about. I guess first, let's talk about. I think this is all encompassing. Najee Harris. Let's just talk everything Najee Harris. How is this going to work out? Where do you see him landing in like your, redraft half point PPR for sake of the argument?
I have him as my 14th ranked running back. I think he's ideal for RB2. He's going to get the volume right off the bat. He's going to get 20 to 25 touches a game. They don't really have anybody behind him. James Conner is gone. Mm-hmm. Benny Snell has kind of had the opportunities before, but as of right now, I like Harris. I think he's going to be he could be a good option for possibly like rookie of the year if he gets the right amount of volume.
Yeah. So just looking at my rankings, I'm going to have Najee Harris. I think he's for sure a top 24 running back. Do you agree with that? We'll start off with that. At least an RB2.
Yep.
You don't have him in RB1, do you?
No, I do not. I have him outside.
Okay. Do you have him ranked higher or lower than Josh Jacobs?
I have him higher than Jacobs, actually.
Okay.
I have Jacobs way down there. Actually, I'd have Jacobs as my RB24 this year. Yeah. I do not like the opportunities for him. Not with Kenyon Drake coming in there. Mm-hmm. Raiders offense sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not crazy about Josh Jacobs either. What about somebody? And I know I'm going to lump these two guys in here together. I really like David Montgomery this year. Do you have David Montgomery ranked higher or lower than Najee Harris?
I have him ranked lower as well. Because just talking about the fact that Chicago brought in, Justin Fields #1. Sure. I know. I think it was what Patrick was talking about, how he thinks that's going to help Montgomery. Okay. It's not really so much him that I'm worried about. It's the fact that they brought in Tariq Cohen's back, so there goes his pass catching ability. Montgomery wasn't very good out of the backfield. Cohen's coming in. They brought Damian Williams in, and then they also drafted I think Khalil Herbert, I believe, in the draft too. There's just a lot of bodies there, and I have a feeling he's on a short leash. If he doesn't get going early, I think he's not going to be much of a factor.
Okay. I'll have Najee Harris probably at 16, maybe 15. Right. I'll have him right before. I think I'm going to draft him right before David Montgomery. I'll have David Montgomery at like 17 or 16, and I'll have Najee Harris right above that. Does that make a lot of sense to you?
Yeah, and we're not too far away. I got him Montgomery at 19 right now. So,
yeah, Miles Sanders. Where do you have Miles Sanders ranked?
Just below Harris at 15.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I think I would take Harris over Miles Sanders. I think the boom potential is much greater. I know it's hard. He's a rookie, and most of the time rookie running backs don't go crazy, but I think he's worth. I think this. Yeah. I think there's once a year type player that could really make a big impact, like Saquon Barkley was. Zeke. I think he's a guy that can do it too.
Well, we weren't really high. Like, I personally wasn't very high on a lot of these guys' landing spots. This landing spot was the best out of this. So every one of these running backs, this was the ideal spot for a running back to go to. So that's why I like him a lot.
Okay. Travis Etienne. I'm never going to be able to say his name right.
Etienne.
Yeah. Travis Etienne. Jacksonville Jaguars. Does he? Where does he follow? Where does he go in redraft specifically?
I'm putting him as like an RB3 outside the top 24. Just because with Trevor Lawrence, we know that he's going to be tossing the ball a lot. They do have they do still have James Robinson there. People are really low on James Robinson, but we can't forget what he did last year as an undrafted free agent. So to just completely phase him out of this offense with a new coach and everything, I can't see happening. So I think a lot of this is when we talk about it's going to be opportunity, and I don't know. Like, I mean, if he can get, I don't see Etienne getting 20 touches per game as right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, with James Robinson there, and it's not like James Robinson did well with his with his opportunity last year. Is he the greatest thing? No. But he proved that he can carry the ball, and I don't think they're just going to vacate all his volume and give it to Etienne. So
hey, speaking of Jacksonville, did you see their latest signing today?
Go Gators. Tim Tebow.
Timmy Tebow. Back in the league.
I don't think it's crazy to think that he could be something. You should never bet against Tim Tebow.
They have no tight end. He's like almost, I don't know. Looking at this roster, he's almost a sure lock for the 53-man roster. I think, with Urban Meyer there, hands down. Yeah, hands down.
I don't think he would cause a big stir if it wasn't a good chance that he could, make the cut. Right. I mean, they wouldn't it's not like some guy off the street that, is going to fly under the radar. And if he gets cut, no big deal.
Exactly.
I think Urban Meyer knows what he has. Dude, if you guys remember, I don't know if it was on ESPN or whatever, but Tim Tebow is like a big dude. Like, he's not just like a slim quarterback or, a Ben Roethlisberger type. Like, he's in the middle. Especially in college and early on, with the Broncos, he was ripped.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. He's a bowling ball. So, he was plowing through, defensive lines in Florida. That's for sure. So I don't know. I think if,
it's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting to see where he falls come preseason for sure.
And the fact that, he could throw it 30, 40, 50 yards at a time. Pretty accurately, I think. Yeah. That's a plus. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know. But so James Robinson is probably raked just after Travis Etienne. Do you agree with me? A couple spots maybe?
Let me just look. Yeah, so I got Etienne at 25 and I got Robinson at 30. So
yeah, that's about where
pretty close. Yeah,
that's pretty close. I think we agree with that. All right, going down the list here, we're going to talk about a couple more running backs. Javonte Williams. I like him. I said last episode, he's one of my go-to guys in late rounds. I think he could be. I think looking at running backs late, if you're looking at guys like, Philip Lindsay or Tony Pollard, I think he's going before those guys, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I have him as RB3 as well, and ahead of all of those guys. Reason being is we've seen Gordon. Gordon, as of right now, is the early down back. I think as the year goes on, I think you're going to be able to see Williams step in there, and I think he has a very good chance of being taken over that role from Gordon.
Yeah, I do too. I think Melvin Gordon has seen his best days already. I
have Gordon outside my top 24 too. So, yeah.
I mean, you are drafting Melvin Gordon before him, but I think a late flyer, somebody when you're picking up those last minute running backs, I like Javonte Williams a lot. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
sorry. I thought you were going to keep talking. I had no idea. You're just like, meh. Whatever.
So the last rookie running back we'll talk. Let's talk about two really quick. Michael Carter for the Jets and Trey Sermon for the 49ers. Michael Carter, I think, has a strong chance to make a splash, don't you?
Right now, right off the bat, I'm not overly confident on that. I have both of these guys ranked as like a running back 4 in redraft.
Sure.
Just because of the amount of backs behind them.
They're rosterable, though. These
much
running backs. Yeah.
Because none of the guys behind them are standout performers. You know what I mean? You go to the Jets. Who really stands out there? Tevin Coleman can't stay on the field. Ty Johnson kind of flashed a little bit last year. Josh Adams, LaMichael Pirine. Those are really no-name guys. And then you got, as far as the 49ers go, they got rid of McKinnon, but then you got Mostert and Jeff Wilson there. Mostert injury prone. I'm hoping. I just got Mostert in round 20 in a dynasty league. So how do you not take a chance at that? Yeah. But if Mostert can stay on the field, you got Jeff Wilson has showed us he's the red zone guy there. Purely he was dominant in that stage last year. So just as of early on, I'm rostering these guys, but as early on, I'm not expecting a whole lot.
Okay. Are you taking either of these guys before somebody like Marlon Mack?
Okay, we're talking. Who are we talking? Talking Carter and
Trey Sermon and Michael Carter. Yeah, because for me, I have them ranked pretty similarly. And I'm taking them before I take Marlon Mack.
Oh yeah, way higher actually. To be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, dude, we haven't argued once. I think we're on it. I think it's a jacket. Promo code fantasy at thesewingbrothers.com, by the way.
Fuck.
If you want a suit like mine, I have a matching
I'm sitting in my closet right now trying to look for a sweet tracksuit that I have, and I don't know where it is. I'm wearing it next time around. I got an old school.
It's tracksuit season, man. If you don't get the tracksuit, I don't know what you're doing in your life.
I can't say anything bad about it though right now, Dale, because they're sponsoring our podcast. I love your tracksuit, bro. Love it.
Thanks. All right, let's go. Let's look at some wide receivers here. Not a lot have been talked about, and it's a little harder for some of these wide receivers to break out early. The first one comes to mind, Jamar Chase, Cincinnati Bengals. Give me a couple of guys that you have ranked similarly to Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Let me just pick up my running back. You start us off.
Yeah. I'm thinking somebody like Curtis Samuel, now a Washington football team member. Curtis Samuel, maybe Juju Smith-Schuster, somewhere around there.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, like I have Chase at 37. The guys I do have ahead of him right now are like Will Fuller, Cooks, Deebo Samuel, Curtis Samuel. Those are like the top four.
You'd rather have Will Fuller than Jamar Chase?
I do.
Really?
I will. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do you think the trends could continue? Joe Burrow, before he was injured, I think he was leading the league in passing attempts. Do you think that's going to continue this year?
If he could play a full season, that's the problem. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I have him so low is just because of the. I'm unclear of what Burrow's status is coming into the year.
And also, I mean, I guess I'm playing devil's advocate with myself. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase are there. Plus, Joe Mixon's going to eat a little bit. We can't expect this Bengals offense to be putting up a ton of points. So the volume is going to be, the opportunity to score is going to be pretty low. Do you agree? But
if you get word that Burrow is going to be playing a full season, I will bump Chase up to the top 24.
Really?
He'll easily be a wide receiver 2 for me. Yeah.
Over T. Higgins?
Yep. I think I view Higgins and Boyd now more of a wide receiver 3 with the drafting of Chase.
Nice. He can ball. I mean, I saw some film cut up that John Chapman did, and it was pretty nice stuff. So, okay. All right. So let's keep going down the list here. Jalen Waddle, Miami Dolphin. If you have him ranked in your top 40, you're crazy. If you have him ranked in your top 50, you're a little bit less crazy, but you're still crazy. Where do you have him ranked?
I'm going to look. I do love Waddle. Oh, what is still crazy? 50?
Yeah.
I have him at 51.
Okay. All right. So I can't hate you too much.
No, you can.
Well, I mean, a lot of people I know have like Laviska Shenault ranked below Jalen Waddle. I 100% disagree with that. I think Shenault should be ranked ahead.
Yeah.
By at least 8 to 8 spots. So I think that's crazy when guys like that are going ahead of Jalen Waddle. I will not put Corey Davis in front of Jalen Waddle either.
Why not? I like Davis. I mean, they're similar, like a wide receiver 4 for me. But I do have I have Davis 10 spots higher actually.
Has Jamison Crowder moved yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I think they're expecting him to, right?
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not even basing anything off that. I think Davis is going. Davis is the number 1 in this offense. I think it's going to depend on Elijah Moore. What happens with Elijah Moore? Crowder has to go if Elijah Moore. Then Elijah Moore steps in as that slot guy, right? And right. I think he's going to. He could easily finish he can finish up there with these guys, like what we're expecting a Chase, Waddle, and Devonta Smith, all those guys to be. I think you're going to be seeing you could see Elijah Moore added to that group of guys by the end of the year if Crowder does move.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Did I miss any big? I mean, I'm sure I did. I'm trying to think of if there's any other rookies that we need to talk about as far as wide receivers go.
What are you doing with Devonta Smith?
Oh, Devonta Smith. Yeah. I did pass right by him. Wide receiver 3 or 4. Maybe probably ranked in my top 40.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just the amount of receivers on this team is, I got to see where he's going to fit in as the year goes on. I mean, you can't forget they did draft Jalen Reagor first round last year. They still have Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham stepped in a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it's going to depend on where he's going to slot in, amongst these guys. I think he's better talent than all these guys? 100%.
Sure. And one thing we have to remember when we're ranking these players is it's really easy to forget that, somebody like Philly, they're going to, they might score 4 times, right? Yeah. Maybe. I mean, that's a probably not going to happen, but, say they do get 28 points, 21 or 28 points. That's only, 3 to 4 opportunities to score. I mean, that's where a lot of the fantasy points are going to come from. So, yeah. You got to remember that these teams, they're not high flying teams yet. They're still trying to figure it out. So, guys like, and especially the Cincinnati wide receivers. I mean, somebody's going to score. But I mean, geez, it's not enough to go around.
What about Rashad Bateman for the Ravens? He's another guy I'm having trouble. I mean, my gut's telling me I want nobody in this offense because they don't throw the ball enough. Mm-hmm. But then part of me is intrigued too because with the amount what we've seen them do in the draft, as far as drafting Bateman, also Tylan Wallace. There's obviously they drafted. In the draft, they had drafted these guys in order to probably throw the ball a lot more, right? They got Sammy Watkins there. They got Hollywood Brown. So, I mean, they got weapons on this offense. Now, is this team still going to lead the league in run plays? I'm not too sure. So I'm really, really torn on how I should rank Bateman.
Yeah. This is another late round flyer guy, right? Like, I mean, if you're getting somebody like, if you're playing a deep league and you have like Paris Campbell, maybe like Emmanuel Sanders type players, that's where you're going to draft Bateman. I know it's easy to kind of fall in love and say, hey, this is a new name, a new place. You never, but I'm not going to put any stock into Bateman. I mean, I'd rather have MVS.
Yeah, not with what we've seen in the past with Baltimore. I'm really. I mean, if they could come out and 70% of their plays could be passing plays, then we'll be talking next year like shit. Bateman could be a wide receiver too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This year in redraft, I'd rather waste my pick on MVS, or even Elijah Moore, like you just talked about.
I'd rather more higher.
Yeah, I'd rather, try something like that than...
I have Sterling Shepard ahead of Bateman right now.
Oof.
I'd rather, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
That's how unconfident I am
actually.
Right now.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Patrick, he's on our live group. If you guys have a question, make sure you put it down here in the video. What non-QB rookie do you expect to have the largest impact? Obviously, well, it might not be obvious. Is Najee
Harris,
right?
Yeah, Harris. That's pretty much who I would lean on. If not, if I have to go with a receiver, who can I see could jump up and really perform like a Justin Jefferson kind of thing? Mm-hmm. There, I would say I would give a nod to Jalen Waddle. I personally do think he's going to be the best receiver out of this draft class.
I do too. And I think similar to, who did I just talk about? I don't remember, but Devontae, similar to like Melvin Gordon. I don't think Devontae Parker is going to be I don't think he's going to get any better. I don't think Devontae Parker is going to exceed anybody's expectations.
It's all about rapport. Like Tua is comfortable getting him the ball, right? So that's why I really like Waddle. and the same case goes with Chase as well, right? Like with Burrow. But the problem is like I said, I'm not confident in the fact that Burrow is going to play a full season. That's why I just think that Waddle right off the hop is going to get his legs under him and run with it.
It's possible. Yep. All right. I'm going to throw a wrench in your tight end rankings here. I'm going to tell you my, top 7. Okay. And tell me when I get crazy. I'm going to start going down the line, starting at 1, and tell me when I get crazy. Okay. Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Hawkinson, Tonyan, Pitts.
Right there. Tonyan.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, for me, there's no reason to not like Tonyan. Let's be clear. If Aaron Rodgers actually does show back up to the Green Bay Packers, I think Tonyan is an easy top 10 tight end. Easy.
I am just outside, but how can you put Tonyan ahead of like Mark Andrews?
Oh yeah, I didn't say Mark Andrews. Right? Mark Andrews is in there before Tonyan.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe maybe one spot before. I didn't say Andrews.
And then even Noah Fant and like I like Goddard, Gesicki, Logan Thomas, and even Irv Smith ahead of Tonyan this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Irv Smith. Yeah, because now Kyle Rudolph's not there anymore. I get the sexiness on that, but I think you're falling in to the sheep. Yeah, I don't know. So Pitts is 6, 5 or 6, 6 or 7 for me.
I agree. Who said Tim Tebow over Tonyan?
Oh yeah, Balraj. Balraj. Hey, I haven't seen him in any of our chats in a while. Oh no, he's been around. Tebow over Tonyan? No, not a chance.
What do you mean? Why not?
No, not a chance. Not Tonyan. I would say like definitely Tebow has a good chance over like Tyler Higbee. I think Tim Tebow. Look, I'll bet right now Tim Tebow, if he plays week 1 as a tight end, Tim Tebow is a top 15 tight end. I don't think there's anything stopping Tim. There is no way I'm going to rank. There is some decent tight ends out there that are late as well. I'm looking through the names. It's going to be hard to rank Tim Tebow over Evan Ingram, but I think I'm going to do it.
I would do it. I'd even put him ahead of. If I'm looking at my rankings right now, I would have him. Yeah, at probably top 12. At where I would have him ahead, like he said, ahead of Tonyan. I'm not confident with Tonyan at all this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
1 year thing, man. Yeah. 1 year wonder.
I don't know. I mean, he's fast. He's big. Aaron Rodgers likes him. Finally, there's a tight end that Aaron Rodgers really likes. That's dependable.
Aaron Rodgers is going to suit up for them and just hit no receivers at all.
Yeah, just fuck around and
just have some fun.
You know what it's like? Have you ever like had a job that you were quitting in like a week and you just didn't give it? That's what.
100%.
Like, yeah, he's not going to go to quarterback meetings.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, yeah, I played them last year. I know what to do. Yeah, there are some good. I mean, it's going to be really hard to rank tight ends this year because I think there's like 16, 17, 18 deep that are all basically like the same, same kind of tier. I mean, like you got to think about Gronk, Jonnu Smith, Irv Smith, Logan Thomas, Mike Gesicki. Like they're all in that one big tier.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard to rank, but yeah, where do you have Kyle Pitts ranked? You said 3 or 4?
I have him at 7.
Oh, you dropped him a little bit.
Yeah, I dropped him a little bit. Yeah.
You came to earth a little bit.
Yeah. I do like him a lot. I could have him in the top 5 by the start of the year. We'll see.
Nice. Okay. I just picked Darren Waller at 3.3 in best ball, and I felt really weird about it. I didn't want to do it, but I felt like Waller that late. There were really no awesome wide receivers left, and I just went for it. I feel bad about it.
I'm terrible at best ball. Every year I do the same thing. I like wait on like especially like super flex. I wait on quarterbacks all the time, and I can just get stuck with shit every job. So I actually got smarter in one I'm doing right now. I took one early, and then I'm going to take another probably, with my 4th round pick, and then I'll get a bum scrub later on.
Yeah. I think that's just what we have to do. All right, going last but not least, let's go to the tight ends. Justin Herbert was a miss by a lot of people because he actually, it was not really a miss because he wasn't projected to be a starter week 1 anyways. But Justin Herbert last year kind of proved like, hey, if you're a rookie quarterback, you could still sling the ball. And even Joe Burrow, a lot of people, had Joe Burrow early on. And he was putting up some decent numbers. He wasn't playing great actual NFL football, but for fantasy, he was good. Where do you see somebody like Trevor Lawrence?
I have Lawrence as a here. Sorry.
Definitely out of my top 12.
Yeah. Thank you, Dale.
Trevor Lawrence is probably going to be somewhere around 17, 18, 19 for me. Maybe right after Daniel Jones.
I have him at 15 right now. I
15.
I like Matt Ryan and even Tannehill a little bit better than him just at the moment.
So if you wait on quarterbacks in redraft and say you get somebody like, I don't know, Jalen Hurts, maybe you could not necessarily handcuff the word, but, if you want a kind of insurance policy, you can get Trevor Lawrence as like hey, maybe last round. I would consider, yeah. Trevor Lawrence over Tua?
Just over Tua, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Trevor Lawrence better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, Washington football team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just based on offense alone, yeah. I mean, I know that Fitzpatrick's going to sling the ball, but they took Lawrence number 1. They're going to be getting, this team's built around him in order for him to succeed, right? That's why I think he's going to be. I think he could easily finish as a top 10 quarterback if everything goes right, like you would say, like running a race and whatever. But
yeah,
that's where I see him.
Justin Fields with Chicago Bears. If he starts, is he? I guess we don't really. If you're talking redraft, he's not draftable. I don't think. No. But maybe super flex. He's startable in a super flex. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and redraft. You're in redraft. The one like he's definitely streaming option, right?
Yeah. Cool. Well, Clayton, I think we just banged out a monster episode with tons of just going. Oh, hey, look what I can do. Look, hold on, I can show this. Oh, Riley's gonna hate me because I just added some graphics into the stream, and now he has to.
They probably won't even be there.
Won't even show. Riley, don't even. Riley is our video editor, and he's gonna be really mad at me. But don't. He doesn't. Riley, if you're listening, don't worry about editing anything. You don't need to see it, anyways. But look, I just did it again. Anyways, we got to figure out. We should start doing that more. Showing the comments and stuff. That'd be sorry guys if you're not watching on YouTube. I'm messing with the comments section to get it posted. Even if you're not watching on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. It would mean a lot to us just to get the subscribers up because we are pumping out a lot of video content. So make sure you subscribe. Maybe I'll even do a from now and then I'll do a fashion show with all my tracksuits. I don't know what else. Anyways.
You probably ordered another one. I'll almost bet you ordered.
I really like the white and gray and black. I kind of wish because this has a big hood on it. It has a really big hood on it, which I like. It's good, but and you can actually put
you look like somebody from fucking like Star Wars, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a giant hood. It's like an oversized hood, and I think I could do just fine without the hood at all. So next time, I think I'm going to do the without the hood. But no, I don't. Somebody asked, you got a hoodie, adult footy pajamas. I did not get pajamas, although these feel like pajamas are so comfortable. Anyways,
you probably have a fucking giant onesie too. Just a giant onesie.
I'm too. I can't do that. I always have to have like my feet outside the covers. I can't do that. Oh, really quick. Because we're on YouTube, let me show you this. Do you know what I'm getting?
The coins.
Mm-hmm. Let me show you. So, Eat Nation members only. This is for a lot of our OGs, but really, if you're just a listener and interact with us a lot, look at that. Can you see it on here?
Yeah.
I showed this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're awesome.
And don't worry, Eat Nation members. I will that I'm a part of this, Dale's not going to be getting away with just not doing shit. So I'll make sure he gets these coins out to everybody.
Well, first, I don't know how I'm going to give them out. I'd have like a solid list, like 25 people, but I have 100 coins to give out, and I only want to give it out to like people that are like actual listeners of ours, that really want, that really are part of the community. Balraj, Patrick, they're getting one, right? Balraj's brother, Suk Dave. I think, man, I hope that's how you say his name. I always get his name wrong. I've said his name a million times on the podcast. But he's probably going to get one. Carl, he'll get one. Now I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to forget somebody, and people are going to be mad. Ricky,
KPA, people shut this off now for sure.
Just shut it off. Oh
yeah. Let's just end the show. Let's end the show.
All right, Clayton. I appreciate it. We are coming out with some awesome Dynasty content, like pure Dynasty content. A big announcement there coming up soon. Austin Thompson is going to really be working on the website and getting some good writing and articles and consistency out on our website, eatsleepfantasy.com. Look forward to that.
That's another thing, guys. If you guys do want to start writing for Eat Sleep Fantasy, hit us up on email, and we will pass it along to Austin and kind of go from there.
Yeah,
jump on board, and go down with the ship like we all are.
Most of the time, we're not asking you to get on the ship as it's sinking, but that's who we are. We are the Titanic. The half of the boat is in the water, and we're telling people to go. We're like, hey, come on, the party's up here. Anyways, Clayton, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
It was okay. A B+. 5-star garbage for sure.
Exactly.
Rate us on. Give us a good review on iTunes if you haven't already. Our last 2 ratings were 1 stars, and that's all I see when I log in. So make sure bump those 1 stars down. 5-star garbage. Appreciate you guys. Love you, Clayton. Talk to you later.
Okay, later, guys.
Dream and eat nation, we doing what we like. Tune in every week, guarantee we get it hype. Fantasy, football enthusiasts, I know you plan to be joining us on Eat Sleep Fantasy.